Oh hi there, I'm Brian Altano, and in today's Daily Fix, Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't moralize, modern warfare could get too realistic, and both Wachowskis might be returning to The Matrix. If you prefer your sci-fi dystopia with a healthy dose of moral flexibility, I've got good, or I guess neutral, cyberpunk news. Speaking with Gaming Bolt, the game's quest director, Mateusz Tomaskowicz, I think I said that right, said there isn't a moral system in Cyberpunk 2077. So, players are free to be as good or bad as they want without the same kind of categorizing that happens in, like, say, Mass Effect, for example. I think the potential for moral gray areas is what makes a story great, and not just because I was one of the many kids who played GTA purely to steal and beat people up. That wasn't about story, it was about, well, stealing and beating people up. This in-game freedom means multiple endings are possible, and that was also confirmed by CDPR. Between this and the recent news that Witcher-style DLC expansions are on the distant horizon, it seems like Cyberpunk 2077 will have a very high replay value and incentive to play the game multiple ways. Speaking of moral gray areas, how close should video games get to real life? That's a question that's been on Michael Condrey's mind. The former Call of Duty boss told VentureBeat he's concerned about pressure from Activision to make modern warfare more dark and controversial, especially by taking story ideas from real life. To be fair, this seems to be mostly coming from Condrey's previous experiences with the Call of Duty games. Developer Infinity Ward hasn't made any comment about Activision pressuring them to outdo Modern Warfare 2's No Russian level or anything like that. That said, it remains to be seen exactly how this will turn out, and if the hardcore Call of Duty community will end up just skipping the story to stick to multiplayer anyway, like they usually do. Meanwhile, in happier news, it's sounding more and more like one or both of the Wachowski sisters is gearing up for a fourth Matrix movie. In 2017, The Hollywood Reporter claimed Warner Brothers was relaunching The Matrix with Michael B. Jordan starring, and a script by Zach Penn. Penn co-wrote Ready Player One, which was basically The Matrix with training wheels and nostalgia for everything about the 80s except for cocaine. Now, a new rumor suggests Lana Wachowski is coming on board to direct the film, which has a distinctly not futuristic sounding working title, Project Ice Cream. But another rumor from Discussing Film has it that both the Wachowskis are handling the next Matrix, and that the original movie's art director is also coming back. It's still being hotly contested whether the next movie is more of a reboot, a sequel, or a little bit of each, so we'll have to take all of this with many grains of salt and wait it out. And that's your Daily Fix for June 25th. I'm Brian Altano. Now that you're all caught up, check out our review for The Sinking City. The Lovecraftian game has gross tentacle monsters and everybody's favorite game mechanic, research. Download the IGN app on all of your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, video games and movies and research and more, have a great day, and remember IGN.com. I love you.